Yo, what's up, everyone? Amy Kuhn here, aka 1028, reporting in from Kids Onward Studios. Welcoming you to my, believe it or not, Sapphire review. That's right. After only getting the game 1 week ago, I have already defeated it in 1 week time. Yeah. So, since I have defeated it, it's time for its review. Sapphire is kind of like the reboot of the original Sapphire, which was released about a couple years ago. Actually, about 10, give or take. Anyway, Sapphire incorporates the Mega Evolution and the Primal Reversion that was introduced in Generation 6. However, the story is more or less the same. I mean, while the Mega Evolution and the Primal Reversion were in this game, it didn't seem like it tipped the story all that much during, like, the main story, like, when you're going around battling the gym leaders and trying to defeat the League. But the after story, which I'm now getting into, is a whole lot different from the original Sapphire, and I like that a lot. But during the time where you are getting the badges, getting the Pokemon, trying to save the world, stop Team Aqua from their stupid plan, is virtually the same. I knew what was coming before it even happened, half the time. And all the puzzles in the gyms, I figured them out pretty easily. So, here's my rant. Like, pre-championship. While the story does involve Mega Evolution and Primal Reversion, which I do like, and the battle with Kyogre was just amazing, but everything else seemed rather, well, not exactly downplayed. I would have to say it was rather repetitive because I was so used to Gen 3. Because the Gen 3, that was my first handheld Pokemon game, and I was so used to playing it, I knew what was going to happen in Sapphire before it even happened. So, well, I do dislike that a lot, and a lot of people who did play the original Gold and Silver games probably felt the same way about Heart Gold and Soul Silver, would probably agree with me. Now, mind you, in the original Sapphire, you would have to go chasing after Latias. In Sapphire, spoiler alert, you get Latias. They literally give you a legendary Pokemon to sweep the league with. Stupid much? I mean, Latias was on my final team. Well, I do know that people are going to gripe at me for beating the Elite Four and Champion with a legendary. I'm glad I did it with a legendary than with no fire type, which I didn't have. But I did it, and I think Latias really did make the difference for me. But giving Latias right away to a person that just got 5 badges and is going to go get 6, yeah, kinda does not make sense. Especially if you're one of those people who doesn't like to have an overpowered team. But I digress. That's my opinion. I kind of liked chasing around Latias. That was kind of fun. But at the same time, it was also annoying as well. Of course, this is all just my opinion. So, I do wish they changed the puzzles a bit on the gym leaders and gave them a bit stronger Pokemon, because I literally swept all of them without a problem. Like, legitimately, the only problem I did have was Wallace's ice puzzles because I forgot how to do it. But other than that, I swept. Like, literally. I didn't have to reset it. I didn't have to reset the game. I only had to reset the game once. But that's only because I accidentally knocked out Kyogre. But that was about it. I mean, if you want to challenge Nintendo, can we have a challenge where we can actually grind for a gym leader and stuff like that? I mean, I know you gave us the experience share as a key item now, and everybody can get experience. That's great and everything, blah, blah, blah. But come on. Really? For people like me that have played the originals and are used to this, we pretty much swept this game in either a week's time or a little bit more. Also, that brings me up to my next point. Well, I do like the post-story. The pre-story, yeah, I think I already went over this. I did not like because it was virtually the same thing, just adding in Mega and Primal, Reversion and Evolution, yada yada yada, system bah. But also they did change a few things back to the original Sapphire. What I mean by this is most of you who did play the Generation 6 games is used to Rock Smash as a TM. And that was changed in this game, in Alpha Sapphire, from a TM to an HM, like it was back in the original Sapphire. I liked it better as a TM, in my honest opinion. Mainly because you wouldn't have to go find the move deleter, delete it later, and then try and figure out where to find a heart scale, then go find a move tutor, teach your Pokemon a move that you wanted it to learn but couldn't because it knew Rock Smash and blah 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 blah. That was fun. Let's do that again. No. But that aside, I also liked the underwater trainers. As mentioned before, dive returns in this game, and you can actually battle trainers underwater, which was pretty cool actually. I did like that, but when a fire type pops out in underwater battles, yeah, Game Freak, I think you should have limited that to making sure that only a certain type of Pokemon could appear in the battle for underwater, but that's just my point. That's just my opinion. So, all in all, what do I give Sapphire now that I've defeated it and going into the post-story? Pre-story, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Sorry, Nintendo, but you could have done a lot better with that. Post-story, which I'm still working on, so I'm going to be fair. Post-story, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Mainly because what I'm working with in the post-story is really good, really addicting, and it was a lot better than the original Sapphire's post-story. So that's just my opinion. Hopefully I will continue to rant more about Sapphire, both pre-story and post-story, and talk about more about, well, what we can expect for future generations of Pokemon. Will there be another generation? Or will there be another reboot? Or will there be a Pokemon Stadium game on the Wii U? Not like that fighting game that we've been hearing about, but an actual stadium game, like we used to play in the GameCube and the N64. I would love to see that. I don't know about you guys, but I would love to see that. Okay, guys. This has been a long enough video, so I will see you guys next time for more Alpha Sapphire and more commentary coming from me. Ciao for now. Oh, and by the way, we did hit 10 subscribers, hoping to get more soon. I want more subscribers. I want more subscribers.